Hey everybody, once again, it's Tim, DJ High Noon, your friendly neighborhood vinyl man, and I'm back to do a contest entry. I haven't been doing these recently just because of time, but this one, really want to support Rod, the Happy Hippie vinyl guy. I love Rod. You know, to me, he encapsulates everything that we should be doing. He's, you know, really just pulling in the love of music and really just has so much love and positivity. You know, he calls himself the Happy Hippie, and to me, you know, some people like to look at that term as down, and you know, I'm a hippie at heart. I was raised around hippies. To me, it just meant free. It meant love. It meant peace. It meant, you know, standing up for what you believed in. It meant helping your brother. And if you want to talk about somebody who is all of those things and so much more, Rod's it. So I felt obligated almost to jump in on this one, brother. So he's celebrating 420 subscribers. I have no idea what this number references. I'm clueless. Everybody says it's a big deal. I don't know. Anyway, regardless of the number, to me, it doesn't matter. Rod's decided, hey, answer some questions for me. You might win something. But I just want to give him some love and some support. So 4 questions and a twist at the end that I'm going to twist. Let's go. So the first thing he's asked is to shout out some of your local businesses, some of your vinyl havens, those places that, you know, when we walk in, maybe everybody knows our name, maybe they know our wallet, they have our credit card on file. So I picked 3, and I've talked about 2 of them here ad nauseum. This is a Triangle Vinyl. They're a little bit further away from me, but they're still local, and I still make the drive to visit them. Justin is absolutely phenomenal. And this actually does have their new address. I love the fact that they did it as an LP sticker. So Triangle Vinyl, definitely one of my honey holes, one of my favorite places to shop. And then another one that I'm going to support is Foundation Records. Foundation, they actually have a Discogs page, and they're on Instagram. This is the place that, you know, when you've got the money, you go there for the heat. Yes, they have like a $5 and $10 section, but it's small. It's a small 6-foot store. I mean, it's tiny, but they pack a punch. You know, if you saw the meetup that Billy Hurst and Brad over at H2 Vinyl and myself did, we pulled heat out of that place, and you always do, because that's what they're going for. That's the place where you go and you're like, I'm about to drop some cash and it's about to get ugly. So, and then this one's a newer one to me, and they're out of New York, and I've spoken to the owner a few times, Kathy, and she's just an absolute doll. And that's Music and More Records. You can actually follow them on Facebook if you like, and she does shipping. She's very knowledgeable, very personable, and just a great human being. So those are some of the locals, whether they're in town or just small independent shops that I support. And I encourage everybody to do that as well. Second, show a recent vinyl find. Well, just recently I did some vinyl finds, but I will show this and go into detail at another time. Hendrix at the Miami Pop Festival. Y'all know I'm a Hendrix nut. I mean, do we need to discuss this? No, but I will get deeper into it in a later video. But this was one of the most recent things I got in. So in celebration of Rod's wonderful wife, who is a bookworm, he said, show a musical book. I don't read a lot. I just don't. I don't have the time. But even when I do, I have dyslexia. Didn't need to know that, but I share anyway. So reading was never my biggest outlet, but I do try to read from time to time. So showed the Beastie Boys book not too long ago, so I wanted to kind of go in a different direction with this one, so hopefully it qualifies. And this is a brief history of album covers. And I love these types of books because, you know, you can get some great conversational pieces around art and images and, you know, why the LP, in my eyes, was great for this because, you know, you were buying a piece of art. But also what I like about them is that if you're kind of going through your collection and going, I don't know what to get, these books are great because they've obviously selected them for a reason. They've selected them because the cover was the gateway to some incredible music. So whenever I see these types of books, I like to pick them up just because they're fun. They're, I mean, easy to read, yes, but I think it's just a fun little way to kind of jog your memory visually of flipping through like, oh, hey, I remember seeing something about that, and it's really cool. And then the last of the main questions was show a movie based on music. Could be a documentary or things like that. So I grabbed a couple. And Brad, I'm sure you're going to probably show this as well, so I apologize. But one of the ones I'm going to show is Scratch. This is probably near and dear to my heart, only because, you know, DJ High Noon. I used to be a DJ. And this really talks about the history of not just hip hop, but that scratch noise, that zigga zigga, where it started and where it's kind of gone from there. So it's a great look at the art form of what they now call turntablism. You know, it's approaching the turntable as a musical instrument. And then subsequently I have the concert, which is called Scratch All the Way Live, where it features 3 predominant DJs and a DJ crew. So it features Mixmaster Mike, who at this point is, you know, or for a long time was the DJ for the Beastie Boys. Z-Trip, who was an underground DJ from Arizona, who is now LL Cool J's DJ. The original Jazzy J, who was the DJ for Afrika Bambaataa. Afrika Bambaataa was one of obviously the forefathers of hip hop, and once he needed something with a little bit more skill, he brought in Jazzy J, who was the first to introduce like a rhythmic scratch, kind of like a drum and kick, to kind of create like a drum loop almost through scratching. And so Jazzy J was kind of the technical hands, and Afrika Bambaataa was almost the music programmer, if you will. But it also features the Executioners, which is near and dear to my heart because I absolutely love the Executioners. They were a DJ crew out of New York. At this point, they were a 3-piece. Mr. Sinister had already left the group. So it was Total Eclipse, Rob Swift, and Rock Rada, who unfortunately, they ended up breaking up not too long ago, just to kind of go their separate ways, but Rock Rada unfortunately passed. So it's great to kind of have something to remember, not just a groundbreaking crew, but also DJ Rock Rada. But just to kind of keep things on the up and up hippie side, I also pulled my Blu-ray set of the Beatles 1+. This is a wonderful book, Blu-ray set of a lot of the forefather of MTV, the Beatles and their promotional videos, and a great companion book to go along with it. I bust this out every once in a while, drive everybody crazy with it, because I can sit back and watch it all day long. So let me just put that away. So Beatles 1+. So that's my 4, but there was a twist. And the twist was, by doing a video entry, you're entered. Fantastic. But Rod wants you to nominate somebody else who you will be putting into the hat for his $33 grand prize. And it didn't take me long to think about who I wanted to nominate. And I nominate Rachel, the Music Man. Rachel has a phenomenal channel. Rachel's a Beatles fan, just like me. But Rachel is another one of these just amazing source of positivity and just all around just happiness here in the VC. Incorporates her family, just makes it fun and makes it exciting, and just always a kind word, and always just so much positivity. I mean, that's the first thing I think of when I think of Rachel, is just how positive she is and just how much she brings to her channel and those around her. So to me, it was a no-brainer to nominate Rachel. But here's my twist. I felt badly that I couldn't participate in her contest because, lo and behold, I mean, I really wanted to support her channel. But I want to give my entry to her as well. It's not that I don't support you, Rod, or value whatever it is, you know, your prize, but it's my way of saying thank you and I'm sorry. I really wanted to support Rachel, and I couldn't. There was just too much going on. I just couldn't find those few minutes to enter her contest. So as an I'm sorry, an apology, and thank you for your positivity, I would like to give my entry to Rachel as well. So there's my twist. Rod, you have an amazing channel. I love just everything that you bring to the VC. Week in and week out, your videos are great. You're very passionate about what you do. You're very passionate about what you show. And it's just so good to see that continue to grow and nurture through so many channels. You exude everything that I knew growing up around positivity and being a hippie. Continue to wave that freak flag high. I love you all. Check out Rod, and I'll even leave a link to Rachel's channel as well. Love you all. Peace.